I then remarked there was a brief silence on the part of the medium, who remained quiet and passive. After the space of, perhaps, a minute I noticed a certain disturbance in the body of my friend, who apparently received a somewhat violent shock, after which another voice commenced to talk in a more rapid, commanding manner. The voice was different from that of the previous speaker, and I was puzzled to account for the change. This guide commenced by referring to the medium, to whom he paid some tribute which I could not quite understand. He then proceeded to state that it was his privilege to help me because of my work in the interests of my brother man, that my efforts in the cause of truth had been watched and helped on by many a spirit co-worker, that I should never fail to receive that support and cooperation from him and from those on the spiritual plane, whose mission it was to assist those on the earth plane, and that I was to proceed fearlessly in my work. He told me that my career had been watched over by many a friend in the beyond, and often had the many perils and dangers, which had threatened me at different periods of my life, been averted by spirit influence, and even now was my life watched and protected by ever-ready helpers, who were always present to render me needed assistance. To them was I to apply, at all times and seasons, and in perfect assurance that nothing I could ask for in the true interests of humanity could be refused, because to give what is asked for is but the obedience to one of God's universal laws. Ask and you shall receive, seek and ye shall find, are the Christ's injunctions, and his promise must be fulfilled. He declared that my spiritual development was known and was a source of joy to many friends on the plane beyond this, and that, as the psychic atmosphere of my home had done something to open the understanding of my friends to the great truths underlying spiritual phenomena, I was enjoined to lose no opportunity of developing my own soul forces so that I might exercise more powerful influence over others. I was then given to understand that there are many helpers in the spirit spheres ready to cooperate with their brothers in the flesh, as soon as communication be established, and that I need never fear for lack of encouragement and support. Here again I failed to remember all that this guide said to me because, as I said before, of the rapidity of the utterance, the beauty of diction, which could only be reproduced provided the discourse were taken down in rapid shorthand, and the unbroken flow of language which men would regard as superhuman. I regret, therefore, that I am only able to give an imperfect and fragmentary account of what really took place.